Is all I can really say about your situation right now. You're on an infinitely growing tree. Someone is currently surfing a giant marble statue that is extremely angry at all of you. But certainly you have the attention of the Tyrant.
Just every 10 seconds, a brief stare down. Does anybody here, would anyone here like a healing potion? Because I could pass you one of those.
Actually, I want to check, Nick, how much time has passed since the start of the battle?
Since the start of the battle, it would be, we did 5 turns. Each turn is 6 seconds, so 30 seconds.
And how long would it have taken for everything else to happen?
What are you trying to work out for time-wise? I can probably give you a better estimate that way.
Potion. How long I've got left on the potion?
Oh, on the potions. The potion lasts a minute, so you've probably got 20 seconds, which I'm going to turn down to 18 seconds because it's easier. It's 3 rounds of combat if you start combat now, basically.
Yeah, I figured that was where you were going with it. So is anyone taking Eao up on the healing potions, or...?
I got plenty, so if you need one.
I'm going to drink my haste potion and then take the elevator as soon as it arrives.
Okay.
Okay, but like healing, anyone? Does anyone need it? Yes or no's would be nice.
Yeah, I'm fine.
No,
I just take out one of my own
planned.
potions and quaff it.
Okay, then yeah, we should probably hop on, because Glarus is already going.
Okay, so to try and jump on as it's going past, I would like an acrobatics check from each of you, please.
Since I'm hasted, do I get the advantage for this?
Since you're fast and you're seeing everything in slow motion, I'm going to say yes, you can have advantage on this.
Which means just a normal roll.
Yeah, everyone else is doing it at disadvantage. Unless, Eao, did you quaff your potion, or...?
No.
Okay.
14.
14, okay, that's enough. You are on, so hop on.
15.
15, you're fine as well.
I never said I was going to jump on. I was actually just about to hurl an insult at him.
Okay, well, you can do that, but everyone else is hopping on. But you can absolutely stay there, you don't have to. Grandin, what about you? Are you hopping on, or...?
Wait, was that athletics or acrobatics?
Acrobatics to jump on.
That's a 18 then.
18, you're also fine. Wow, no one landed prone. Amazing. Very well done, everyone.
I mean,
Just to start it all out.
Acrobatics, so
Yeah.
even
I'm just going to scream out as he's flying by, hey, cubic zirconia.
Okay. Locks eyes with you, but does not.
Which is, of course, vicious mockery.
Oh, vicious mockery. Oh, all right then. Okay. I don't think I roll anything for vicious mockery. I just take damage, don't I? Or is it...
Take damage. Oh, wait, no, sorry. I think there is a wisdom save on that. Oh, you wisdom save, you take half damage.
Okay, wisdom save for the Tyrant King. Let's have a look. That is a 12.
That will not pass.
Okay. I'll also
Sorry,
take initiative from everyone if possible. But yeah, work out that damage.
I'll do half that. 3. And has...
That's psychic damage, right?
On the next... Yes, psychic damage. Okay. And disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes.
Disadvantage on the next attack roll. Okay, sounds good. Okay. So, who got higher than a 15? Nope. Okay, who got higher than a 10? Oh, I haven't rolled initiative for this guy. Useless
12.
Might help, Nick. That might help.
Well, he's just gotten 1 as his initiative, so that's not great. And then for the swarms that are around him. Okay, so swarm 1 goes first. Then we've got a 12 from Eao. Okay, who got higher than a 5? Okay, Rose, what was your number?
And
what's your weapon now?
Which that means I've got a short bow.
Short bow, neat. Okay.
Short bow on a knee.
Oh, buddies.
And who got a higher than a 0?
3.
3. And Bree, what did you get?
5.
3 and a 5. Okay. So that means it is... Okay, so it is grounded, then the Tyrant, then Swarm 2, because that has positive dexterity, and then Glarus. Good lord. Everyone's packed at the bottom end of there. That was difficult to work out. Okay.
Yeah, I had a natural 1 on mine.
And I'll note that the Tyrant has taken some damage. Okay, but it didn't seem to really respond to your insult there. Okay, over to Swarm 1. So this isn't a swarm of ravens, it's a swarm of books. And they're sort of flapping in front of you. and we'll say the one in the top goes first because that's just easier. And it's coming over, and it is going to enter your space because swarms can do that. Grimo, so these books are flapping all around you, and you can feel the energy going from your mind straight into the books as they're trying to steal your knowledge, basically. So I'm going to roll an attack roll, and that's pretty.
Stuff in there.
That's 10, so that's not going to hit.
Yeah. For reference, my AC is currently 19 because I'm hasted.
Oh, nice. Yeah. All right. So that's that one, and we go to Eao.
Okay. Start of my turn. I'm going to move up towards right here,
Okay.
and I'm just going to open up against the Tyrants with a rapier attack.
All right. You're going to stab it. Absolutely love to see it against a giant hunk of marble. Okay, roll the attack.
19.
That'll hit. Actually, you are able to stab a big marble statue.
Just a little hammer.
Yeah. Okay,
That'll be for 9 damage.
9 damage. Okay, I assume you haven't got a magical weapon?
No.
Okay. All right. But it chisels a little bit off of him. And he seems a little annoyed at that. Just a little bit annoyed. Okay, after that we go to Ruzad. Ruzad, you're currently sort of watching a tree go past every 10 seconds or so. It's very, very, very quick, so it might be quite difficult to either get
10
on
seconds
there.
is not very quick in regards of...
Well, it depends how much actual tree is going past and how much is just the bit you're on. If it's you plus 100 feet of tree, that's going pretty fast.
Oh yeah, fair.
Uh,
I just meant in regards of being able to...
Considering I'm probably not going to land any shots from down here, I think I could probably try and jump up on the tree now.
Okay, that's going to be acrobatics.
Oh, what?
Classic floor acrobatics. It makes you have to do it in real life too.
13.
13, you're on. You're fine. Everyone made it. I'm really surprised at that with disadvantage. Everyone made it. But okay. Yeah, you're on there. You're up there. Yeah. That's a good position. And that uses about 10 feet of your movement if that matters. But I doubt that matters with how close you are.
No, that would put me pretty much about there, I think.
You might not want to be next to swarm if possible, because you have a long range weapon.
20. Oh, yeah, no, I've got 10 feet of movement. Yeah, it's probably best to keep as much distance between him and me as possible to cut down on any issues with the short bow.
Okay, what's happening?
Take a pot shot at him.
All right, roll at disadvantage, please, because you have an enemy within 5 feet.
Okay, so that is a 15.
15 hits. Nice. Yep, 15 hits. So roll me some damage.
Okay, that is 11.
Okay, 11 damage, and that's the full damage because it's magical. Nice. So it's an arrow, essentially a sliver of bismuth has just gone straight into it and shattered against it, and it's taken a huge chunk out of the marble as well out, and the Tyrant has noticed that finally. Okay, over to Grounded.
Yay. Question. How close is the Tyrant to the edge of the tree?
It is right on the edge at the moment.
Okay, so what I want to try and do is, as the tree moves, I want to try and use that momentum to make sort of make a leap for it and try and use that to knock it off.
Okay, so you're trying to do a shove, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Using the momentum to sort of increase the force. I'd imagine, Ground is kind of strong, but I doubt she's giant marble statue pushing strong.
Well, this is a large construct, and you can do a shove on something one size larger than you. So we will do it as a shove, which will be a contested roll. Your athletics or acrobatics? No, it's your athletics. I looked that up again, and it has to be your athletics when you're doing it versus their acrobatics or athletics, and it's going to be their athletics. So it's strength versus strength as you go in, and you will be at disadvantage.
Okay. Let's hope this doesn't turn out to be a terrible idea. I actually rolled 2 9s there, so that's something. That's the
Something not small.
17.
Yep.
So I rolled a 3. And even though it has +6 as a strength modifier, that is just a 9.
To be fair, I have a +8, so I'm actually technically stronger at it than it. athletics, guys.
You have a +8? Oh, you've got
Expertise.
expertise. Yeah, it doesn't have a skill benefit to athletics, unfortunately. So it goes voomf and teeters on the edge and falls backwards off of the tree.
I wave it as it falls.
Yeah, okay. And we go to the next swarm. It is going to inhabit Eao's space. And it is going to attempt... Yeah, because it was the Tyrant's go next, and the Tyrant can't take a go at the moment. Okay, it is going to attempt to brain drain you as well. So the books are flapping around your head, trying to suck out the intelligence of you. And that is an 18 to hit. So that hits, and that is going to be 6 points of psychic damage. And I'm going to need an intelligence saving throw, please.
Yeah. I'm guessing this wasn't a melee attack?
It is a melee weapon attack, actually.
Oh, okay. So, the intelligence saving throw, that is a 17.
Okay, I'm afraid your intelligence has just been dropped by 1. Not 2-1, but by 1.
The score or the modifier?
The score, not the modifier.
Okay, then it's basically done nothing to me.
For now.
Yeah, for now. And I'm gonna dazzle the swarm.
Okay. Let me just double check. Okay, yeah. All right, you can give that a go.
Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay. And it passes because it is immune to stunned. Most swarms are immune
But
to
is it
pretty
immune
much
to
everything. Is it immune to blinded? No, it can be blinded, actually.
Because I would like to bring up that this does not stun. It blinds and it reduces movement to 0.
That's fine. Let me actually roll a d20 then. Oh, that's bad. That's a 6. Yeah, all right, it's blinded.
And its speed is 0.
Okay. And
until the end of its next turn.
Its speed is 0. Okay. Fair enough. All right. That's its go. We go to Glarus. Glarus, you're inside the swarm.
Not in my sight anymore, right?
No, not currently, no. It has started falling down quite a bit.
Also, I would like to... it was 8 damage, you said?
Yes. Yeah, 8 points of psychic damage.
Can I move out of the swarm?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I assume rather this...
You'll take an attack of
flanking at
opportunity
this
as you
point?
leave its reach, and its reach is 0. So
Yeah.
let me just roll that. It's not great. It's 12.
Yeah, that's not enough. Okay, in that case, I will take those 3 attacks with advantage, please.
Oh, yeah, haste. Of course.
Double ones.
Oh.
The first one.
Oh,
And I
okay.
don't think they have 7 as their AC.
No, I'm afraid not.
Oh, that's better. 13?
13 will hit, actually, yeah.
Good. And a 17.
A 17 will also hit, of course.
Last 2 should hit. Okay, 6 of the first one,
Mm-hmm.
and 7 of the second.
Okay, what kind of damage is that?
Magical slashing.
Okay.
Slashing through the books.
So you slash through it, but of course, because there's a lot of gap there, it feels like it's not doing as much as it would otherwise if it was a creature, a single creature, because this kind is not dependent on magic, unfortunately. But that's just how swarms work in general, because they're all over the place. But you have done some good damage to it. Not quite bloodied, but still good damage. And there's a flutter of pages and a splash of ink as you cut through it.
Remember not to pick these up.
Yeah, don't touch the books, but they're touching you. Okay, over to Eao then.
Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to chug my potion of Hill Giant Strength,
All right.
putting my strength score up to 21.
Yes. Your strength score is now 21. You're the tank now.
That's a +5 modifier to my strength, I believe.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Then I am also going to move outside of the swarm's reach.
Okay. Attack of opportunity. That is a 13.
I'm actually going to move right here.
Okay.
13 does not hit.
13 does not hit. Okay.
I would also like to bring up that attack of opportunity would have been at disadvantage. It's blinded.
It is not. It has blind sight.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So you're moving over to there. You've used your action to gain some extra strength.
Yeah.
Bonus action of anything?
No.
Okay. we go to Ruzad.
Oh, you can walk away from this form with no issue, actually. Because
Yeah, I
they're
was going to say, you can
Sure.
walk away from the storm with nothing because they're not
Yeah.
within any attacking distance. Alright. What I'm thinking is aim facing about that direction and aim at my feet. Except not actually aim at my feet, aim at the book.
You're thunder waving the books. I like this. I like this.
Waving the books.
Big crackling wave of sonic energy coming out of you. Okay. So that's going to be... Is it Constitution? It is, isn't it? The save on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, what's their con? Oh, well, that's a natural one, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, in which case, 14 damage.
14 damage. And this is against that one. Okay.
And the books are pushed off.
And the books are pushed off as
Okay.
well. They fly, so they're not going to take
Okay.
any bludgeoning damage. But yeah, they get pushed off the side.
Yeah,
You
they
see
are
them just
taking-
drop down.
Wait, did the golem take any bludgeoning damage when it fell?
Grounded, it's
It
your
doesn't
turn, and
matter.
we're about to find out because it is about to land. Can I have a dexterity saving throw, please, from Ao and from Grounded, as the Tyrant is about to land on you, basically?
Oh no, a dexterity saving throw.
For the rogues! Oh no!
Okay, so
You get
I
charged.
have to ask, does a 23 make it?
Yeah, 23 makes it. You're not crushed under the massive marble cheeks of the Tyrant. The exquisitely
You're not
crafted
taken
marble
out by the
cheeks.
thunderous,
The
thunderous
thunderous,
clap of those ice chips.
the thunderous clap of the Tyrant's cheeks. It's basically ground pounding right now. What was it, Grounded, for your save?
Hey, it's probably going to be a bit to the wire, but is a 25 okay?
Yeah, just about. Okay, so the two of you, let me just move you. You are jumping to the side like that, and the tyrant lands there. Doof. Okay, and he's gonna take, I'm gonna say 4d6 bludgeoning damage. So 40-foot drop, basically. Not least because that's how many d6s I have. So that makes that easier. So I've rolled high. 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Does it land prone?
I'm going to say it does. I'm going to say it lands prone. So I'll tip it upside down, which is how I usually do that. Yeah, and it is landed prone. Okay, Grounded, it's now your go.
Okay, so, as I recall, prone targets automatically get disadvantage, don't they? I mean, advantage to hit them.
Yeah, advantage to hit prone targets with melee attacks. Disadvantage to hit prone targets with ranged attacks.
Oh, how ironic. Okay, in that case, I'm going to stab it with my rapier.
Okay, yeah.
Yep,
You got the head right there, and you're just like just digging it into the face repeatedly.
I mean, I'm ironic. Ideally, I'd like to use a booming bolt, but yeah, I reckon this is going to do enough damage that it doesn't matter too much.
And of course, you've got an ally within 5 feet. Well, it doesn't matter actually about the ally. You've got sneak attack anyway because you've got advantage.
Yeah.
So, what was the roll?
There's an 11 hit.
It doesn't, I'm afraid. You're sort of chipping away at its nose, but no luck.
Okay, in that case,
You got the stone booger.
In that case, I'll just run. I'll just grip to the side of the tree and I'll try and hide.
Okay.
Shame.
Sure, yeah. Roll me a stealth check. I like that.
That means I no longer have a flanker.
Oh, and it's going to make an attack of opportunity, which it can do, but it will be doing it at disadvantage. Yeah, no. No. I assume a
I guess
13
that's-
doesn't hit anyway.
Afraid not.
No.
Speaking of 13s, that's how much I rolled now.
Okay, let me check his perception. You feel like you're probably well hidden there. Okay, it is the Tyrant's go, and the Tyrant stands. And you have the Tyrant's attention now. And it is going to... How far down the tree did you go?
Just sort of like, maybe like 10 feet down the lip.
10 feet down the lip. Okay, that's good for you. It would have to be able to see you anyway, so that's okay. He's going to move like that and like that to get in the thick of all of you. And it is going to use its slow ability. I'm going to need a wisdom saving throw from the three of you that are currently on the trunk. So, Grounded, you're okay.
Wisdom saving throw?
Yeah, wisdom save.
Yeah, I avoided that one.
That is a 14 for me.
Okay.
18.
18 was that?
Yep.
Nice.
12.
12. Okay, so all apart from Rosad are slowed. You can't use reactions.
I'm hasted though.
I know. It's unfortunate because you can't use reactions, your speed is halved, and you can't make more than one attack on your turn. You can also either use an action or a bonus action on your turn, but not both. So you have to choose.
Can I still use the hasted action? Or
I will say you can use the hasted action on top of that, because I feel like being hasted should probably matter here as well. Like, it's not like haste has suddenly stopped. It's an interesting one, and I'll probably look up what you're meant to actually do when those two counteract. But yeah, I'll say you've got the hasted action, but otherwise you can only use one attack with your multi-attack. If you use an action, you can't use a bonus action, and vice versa. And your speed is halved.
Do the swarms also take this?
No. Creatures it chooses.
Also, this is a really mean move. I am all reactions.
Oops. Ah, well, you can repeat the save at the end of your turn. That's its go though, and that is something it has to recharge as well, like a breath weapon. So it's not going to happen every time.
I can still use the action from the haste action, but still only one action or bonus action in addition to the haste action.
Yeah, that's right. So with that done, we go to swarm number 2, which is one down here. It's going to move up and around and over Eao, I think.
It is going to not move because it has not had its turn with its 0 movement.
Oh yeah,
at the end of its turn, it gets its movement back.
Yeah, absolutely right. This one, I should have noted down that its movement speed was 0. Sorry, yeah, it's staying there then. It can't do anything. It's got no reach or anything like that. So yeah, it's staying there, and we go to Glarus.
I am going to cast a shatter right in the middle of these fine folks.
Okay.
So I'm gonna get the Marble Lord and the books. And since all of them are inorganic, they all get their Constitution save at disadvantage. So what's that? 48.
So Constitution, did you say? I'll start with the Tyrant.
Yes.
Actually, I'll start with the books because I happen to have the books here. It's only the books to the south, isn't it? Because the books to the north are behind you. So that's a 2. So that one's failed. And let's have a look at the Tyrant. Okay. That is a 23.
Yeah, that with disadvantage.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, let me roll that again. Oh, that's lower. That is a 13.
Yeah, that doesn't pass. So they all take an unfortunate amount of 13 damage because that was 2 1s.
Oh.
And as a hasted action, I would like to. Oh wait, I'll move here.
That's thunder damage,
Now
right?
that the blast is over. Yes.
Okay, nice. And that was Swarm 2 takes 13 points of damage. Okay, so Swarm 2 is bloodied, or the equivalent. It's inked. It's inky.
I think
Rattled. Yeah.
the pages are leaking.
Yeah, the pages are leaking, exactly. So you then move around after casting that shatter and sort of ripping it apart, basically, with sonic waves. Very nice. Okay, it is Swarm 1's go. If you're... Oh, anything else?
I have an action.
Oh,
I'm going to use my action to slash the Tyrant.
Yeah. You got your haste.
That is a 24 to hit.
24 hits, yeah.
For 7 points of damage.
7 points. And that is magical slashing. So, very nice. Okay.
From a good aligned creature, not this particular character.
It does not. No. Okay.
I know there are some creatures that care about that.
It is now Swarm 1's go. And Swarm 1 is going to fly on over to Rosad and surround Rosad. So, that attack roll. Amazing.
Wait, when do we get the save again? On the slow?
Oh, on the slow at the end of your turn, if you so wish.
Okay. Yeah, I would like to.
Yeah, go for it. So that's not going to hit. That was a 10 in total. So, yeah, no luck on Rosad there. And we go to Eao.
I'm still slowly hasted.
Okay, so just because this is a larger creature, so the position's kind of weird, am I in a flanking position for it with Rosad?
Yeah, I reckon so.
Okay, cool. I'm going to use my new 21 strength.
Okay.
And I'm going to attempt to send it to another tumble.
Okay. You're going to give it a push.
I'm going to attempt to shove it off.
Okay. All right.
Probably Tyrant.
bullying this poor thing.
Yeah, basically.
Really are.
Shove technically only pushes 5 feet, so you might only just get him to the edge. But you can definitely give it a go. And
Yeah.
you never know if it goes particularly well. It, might go tumbling anyway, if I so desire. So it's going to be an athletic defense from him, and his athletics defense is a 16.
My athletic offense is a 24.
Okay, yeah, you push him back, and he's on the edge. I think he's not falling off this time, I'm afraid. But the shove has knocked him back, and you may be able to repeat that again next time on your turn. You can, of course, do some movement.
I will be.
And
I will be moving in.
and you can repeat the save for ending slowness.
Yeah, I will be moving. Oh yeah, the save. Wisdom, Constitution.
It was wisdom, actually.
Yeah, that's not happening. That was a nat 1.
Unfortunate. Okay, over to Rosad. You're not slowed, Rosad. So everyone else's mind is treacle, but yours is laser focused as always. On the other hand, you're surrounded by a swarm of books, so the situation could be better.
Okay. Even though I know it's going to provoke opportunity, I'm going to try and break away from the book.
Okay, I'll roll the attack. Books failed. They got a 2.
Okay, and then I'm going to place myself about here and go for an attack roll.
All right, slicing at the tyrant.
Okay, that is...
I say slice. Actually, it's disadvantage. Actually, that's a good point because you're using a short bow.
Oh, yeah, true. Okay, so that is a 15.
15. Okay, that hits. I guess it's not hard to hit.
In which case, I'll roll the damage, but I'm also going to... that's 4 damage, but I'm also going to do the mobile flourish.
Okay. Yeah.
Which does an extra 2 damage.
Okay, so that's 17 in total, right? I did that up, right? No.
I think so.
Yeah, probably.
And that pushes him 10 feet off the edge.
Very nice. Boop. Okay, he's going to be falling again. Okay, yeah. Grounded, it's your go. You've just seen the tyrant just go past, as you're on the side, just like 10 feet down, it's just gone woof.
And I snap a... completely forgotten what they're called.
Booming
walloping
bolt? Walloping bolt, that's it. Yes, walloping.
Yeah. We keep forgetting what they're called. A walloping bolt into my crossbow and try and shoot him as he goes down with a steady aim action.
Yeah, go for it. I will say the steady aim is going to be negating disadvantage for what is a very difficult shot that you're trying to pull off. But go for it. I mean, negating disadvantage may well be enough, to be honest, to hit this.
Okay, that is an 18 to hit.
18 hits. Roll damage. Yeah.
Nick,
or landing.
An inspiration away again, because I think that deserves it.
I did
Taking a pot shot in midair.
I did stop allowing that these days, but I do agree with you.
Yeah.
I do agree with you, and that not mark down that you have inspiration. No, that's a very good point.
Gravity, it's a Guild of Icons tradition.
Yeah,
it's our specialty.
So you whack it with a walloping bolt while it's midair tumbling, right? So that's going to knock it off course, I might add. So where it lands is going to be somewhere else, I think. Possibly it's going to smash into something on the way down.
Okay, so I've got 1 point. 1 point.
Walloping bolts are magical as well.
Yep. That's 14 damage.
14 damage. Can you roll me 4d6 as well?
4d6.
Or hitting the wall.
Yeah. It's careening into it at high speed.
One's there. That only 10.
10. Okay. So yeah, it slams into the wall as it's going past, and starts like spiraling over everyone else. Like you lot, if you look up and out now, you can see the shadow as it's approaching over your heads. But yeah, it's taken a lot of damage there, and I can quite pleasingly say that it is bloodied now.
Also, can I use Wells from the Grave on one of the book swarms?
What's the distance it has to be?
30 feet from the target.
Go on then. Yeah, I'll allow that.
Okay, I'll go for the lower one, just below Ruse.
Okay.
And that hit is 7 damage.
7 damage. Okay. Very nice. So the ghostly damage just like washes over the books. And yeah, interesting. they seem to have been damaged by the ghosts. Quite reasonably.
Hilariously, if you could catch a glimpse of the writing inside the books, they now all just say the word leeches.
Yes. Yes.
No, actually, it's currently the cat curl, isn't it?
So, just double checking. Okay, yeah, grounded, that's your go. It would then be the Tyrant, but the Tyrant is busy falling. Again. The second time in as many seconds, basically. It's been 8 seconds, and it is now falling once again. So we go to the swarm that you've just hit, actually, and it is going to hop into Ruzad space and is going to attempt an attack with the books. And that, let me just check the modifier, is an 18 to hit.
Yeah, that will hit this time.
Okay, this one, it's at half health now, so it's going to take less. You're going to take less damage, but I will need an intelligence saving throw. You're going to take 1 point of damage.
Yeah, although on the intelligence, I'm just going to put that dice to scale.
That bad, huh?
That bad.
Okay, so
I mean, you don't know the DC, it could be 5.
it isn't. You're, actually, no, wait, what did I say? Oh, what did you roll?
Technically, I rolled a 3.
You passed.
Oh, God.
See, I forgot when I wrote this,
Yeah.
the DC is set to the swarm's remaining hit points, and it does not have many left because it just got whales from the grave. If it wasn't for the whales from the grave, you would have lost an intelligence point there.
It's a good thing I made a joke
Using
about it.
intelligence.
So, yeah, that's the swarm done, and we go to Glarus.
Alright, well, I don't think I can see the butt of the Tyrant. It's not in 30 feet yet, is it? Those clapping cheeks?
No, you can't see it just yet. It's not going to
not
be within
60
range.
feet?
You can see it above your head, actually. You can see the clouds. And yeah, it's within 60 feet, I reckon, as it's falling.
Okay, excellent. I am going to blast some Eldritch Blasts up at it.
Okay, yeah. Send some Eldritch Blast at it. Nice. As it's falling through the air. You're sending the crackling energy.
So that is going to be a 18 and a 22.
Okay, they will both hit.
For 13 damage on the first and 9 damage on the second.
Okay. What was the damage on the first, sorry?
13.
13 plus 9, so that's 22 in total. Okay, I've just realised looking at this stat sheet, it should have actually passed the shatter check. Oops. But oh well. Has advantage on any magical saving throw.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but fair enough. But it's all right. I made a mistake, so the Tyrant dies quicker. But it's all right. It's still up, and yeah, we go over then.
No, I walk over here
you've
and
got
I
your
swing
extra
at this
attack.
swarm.
That haste is lovely. It really is. Okay,
It is,
yeah.
Even, yeah, so that's going to be a 23 to hit.
23 hits, yep. I can tell you don't need to bother rolling damage, you've just skewered some books. Because it also had a very few hit points. So that one's gone. Very nice.
And then the wisdom saving throw is a natural 20, so I think I'm fine.
You're
That's a 19.
unhasted. You're unhasted.
I'm unslowed.
That's the one. You're
I'm
unslowed.
properly
You've passed the saving throw on the spell you've inflicted on yourself. No, yeah. You're unslowed. You're all good. Okay. With that done, we go to... Well, no, not Swarm 1, because Swarm 1's just been killed. Aao.
I'm going to prepare an action.
Okay, sure. What are you prepared?
I'm going to prepare the shove action for if it lands next to me.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I think that sounds great. All right.
Lands right next to, right on the edge.
And over to Ruzad then. Oh, do you want to retake your save on the wisdom saving throw for...
Oh, yes, I very much do.
Being slow as fuck.
That's an 18.
Okay, you're fine now. Ruzad, over to you. You have a short bow and it's nowhere near you. On the other hand, there are a load of books all around you.
Take the attack of opportunity against me again. Get out of the way of them.
All right, let's see how that goes. That is a 14.
Does not hit.
Does not hit. They can't get you. Okay, so you step outside.
This breastplate helps again.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to take a pot shot at the books.
A pook shot, if you will.
Okay, so you're going to shoot at the books. Fair enough.
Anyway, moving on.
What did you roll? Natural
Rolled a
1?
10.
Oh, 10.
No.
Oh.
Unlike the book, it's spineless.
Yeah, no, sadly no. No luck. Okay. Over to grounded. Oh, hey.
that.
No, hold on. The tyrant should have fallen by now.
I was about. I was about to ask. Since it just hit Ruzad's turn, shouldn't the tyrant have hit the floor?
The tyrant should absolutely have hit the ground by now because it should have been at the start of Eao's go actually. But it's okay because you've readied an action, so you can still do your action. So I'm gonna say it is gonna land because it's spinning around. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna cover my eyes and I'm gonna let go. I've put it in a different room. Never mind. Hang on.
Wow.
Oh god damn it.
That works for shove.
Okay, there. That's where it's landing. Right. Okay. Dexterity saving throw from Eao, please.
Dex saving throw. That is.
It's a good thing.
18.
It's a good thing you're not slowed anymore because you have disadvantage on them when you're slowed. 18 is fine. So you managed to jump out of the way. I'm going to let you choose where you jump to. And because it hits the ground right where you are, you get to do the shove as well. But let me roll the bludgeoning damage it takes.
To remove the corpse away.
Yeah, before you tamper with the corpse. Okay. Oh, that's not bad. 11, 12, 14. Again, 14 bludgeoning damage. So that's going to push it up to that. It has taken now over 100 points of damage. Okay, so you want to do your shove, I take it. And
yes.
It is going to attempt to resist with athletics. And again, when you're prone, does that affect? I'm just going to double check that. Actually. I mean, I've never needed to know.
I believe a shove counts as a melee weapon attack, but
no, it uses your attack, but it is not a melee weapon attack. It's a contested roll, but no, it does not have any effect on strength rolls. Okay, so it's going to roll athletics. Doesn't matter. It got a natural 1. So, so can you beat a 7?
I mean, I suppose that's good. I got a 5 foot, so I got a 10.
You got a 10. Well, that was surprisingly close, actually. Yeah, but yeah, you're able to push it, and you are able to push it. I'm gonna say 5 feet. I'm gonna say because it's prone, it's like lying on the edge, like its head is dangling down the edge, but it's not fallen off just yet. But it is like lying down there. Ruzad, we've had your go.
Its head is hanging off the edge. It could see another fall coming.
It can see it. And we go over to grounded. You should rename the Guild of Icons to Fall Guys, but I hear that is taken. Okay, over to grounded.
So I'm going to run around the circumference of the tree.
Okay.
And I'm just going to go right up to its face, smirk a bit, and pull it off.
Okay, phrasing, but
No.
You can, if you're going around the circumference, it's 25 feet to get around to under it, and then it's 10 more feet further. Have you got 35 feet of movement?
Yeah, I can take a dash action.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, and then you can tug it off. So that's going to be a grapple, I'm going to say, but we'll let you then move it because you've used your dash. So that's going to be your athletics again versus its athletics.
Being prone give me advantage?
It does not with prone, unfortunately. But you're pretty good at it, so... Really?
That is the natural one.
This is a fucking natural 1 again. How? 2 in a row. Same D20. I'm not using this D20 again. What would have happened if I'd rolled it with the metal one? Yeah, no, better.
Better, because I rolled a 3.
You rolled a 3. So what with your modifier? What is that?
11.
11. That's good. That still beats it.
Back into careening.
So what you can do when you've grappled it is use your movement to position it. And you know full well what to do with your movement to position it if you want. With you currently with the slippers of spider climbing on the side of the tree. How much movement have you got left? You'll have 25 feet left, so you can move it 10 feet, which is just enough to pull it off of the edge. Actually, you probably only need 5 feet to pull it off the edge, but yeah, you're able to do that.
Back on the road again.
Can I hop on it and ride it down like a surfboard?
Why do you even have to ask at that point? Of course you can, and please give yourself inspiration. I feel like you already do have it, so unfortunately that won't. Yeah, it doesn't double. I'm not doubling it up this time because you've got to use it. But yeah, okay. So you're tugging it off, and then you are riding it into the dirt. Sorry. You are dragging it off of the edge of the tree, and then you're sort of kneeling on its chest, essentially like a surfboard, all the way down. I love it. Wonderful. This is going to be great. So you're going down with it. Okay.
Crazy.
God damn it, there's no good way of saying this. Okay, we go to the Tyrant. The Tyrant is having a confused time right now. But actually, with you within reach, it is going to try and attack you. I'm going to say it has disadvantage because it's flailing, but it is going to try and attack you. And the first one is a 23 to hit. And the second attack is a 23 to hit. It has +9 to hit, so that's actually not a great roll. So that's 2 hits. As you're falling, you're basically doing the fight with the Balrog at the moment on the way down. So you take 13 bludgeoning damage as these fists, these huge, and it is magical if that matters, these fists of marbles crash into you. But yeah, I will say on your next go, before you land, you can make an attack while on, while surfing down, just because it's cool. Like normally it would land at the start of your turn, but it's cool, all right?
Can I use evasion on?
Can you use evasion? Yeah, you can.
Yes.
You can use your it's uncanny dodge, isn't it, on this one?
Yeah,
Yes.
uncanny dodge. Sorry.
Yeah.
Evasion is the dexterity thing.
And I need to know if it's Dragon Breath comes back. Not Dragon Breath. No. Actually, no, it already did. Never mind. Okay, to Glarus. No, to Swarm 2. This is the only swarm that's still alive. It is going to jump inside Eao's space. That is an attack of no, it's not an attack of opportunity from my view. It hasn't left reach. And
It's impossible to leave my reach now.
yeah, that is a 19 to hit. So that is going to be 1 point of psychic damage, and I will need an intelligence saving throw, please.
The DC is like 3.
12?
12 does pass. Yeah. So that's its go, and we go to Glarus.
Can I see the golem?
It
it
very
within 60
recently
already?
fell. I would say it's. Yeah, go on then.
Excellent. I'm gonna make a couple of blasts at the golem. That is going to be a 11, which won't hit, and a 22.
22 will, yeah.
For 11 points of damage.
11 points of damage. Very nice.
I've been meaning to curse it, but it's never within range.
It keeps getting knocked off of the tree for some reason. Yeah, no, strange.
and,
Strange that keeps happening.
Am I flanking the... is Eao flanking the tomes for me?
No.
Oh, I will try to make an attack at the tomes.
Okay.
While trying not to hit Eao.
Okay.
Okay, well, a natural 20. I think that should be enough.
Yeah, definitely. Roll damage.
Oh, I want damage for that. I'm not gonna cleave. I don't have that yet.
No, you don't. You don't get cleave. Besides, who would you apply it to? Eao.
That's the only option there, yeah. Like, the fact that you even asked for damage was a little surprising to me.
Just thought it'd be
but
fun.
that
It's only got
is-
1 hit point left.
I know, that's why I was like, huh? Okay. Alright, so that is going to be 19 points of damage.
Yeah, it's dead.
Slash.
That's a dead swarm. The swarm of books shatters the ground in a tatter of paper. Okay, and let me just...
Leeches all over it.
Here, the word leeches all over it. Okay. Okay, we go to Eao. Eao, is all I can really say about your situation right now. You're on an infinitely growing tree. Someone is currently surfing a giant marble statue that is extremely angry at all of you.
I'm going to go over here, and in case this does not work, I'm going to prepare an action to shove.
Yeah, okay. You're just like getting ready.
And the trick
Mhm.
and the trigger for it is if it responds poorly to the question I'll ask when it lands.
Okay. I like the sound of that. Okay. Over to Ruzad. Ruzad, you've got a bow and something within archery distance, finally.
Is this a disadvantage or?
No, it's fine. I mean, what's a short bow's range? It's like...
I think it's 60 minimum.
40? Sorry, 320.
Yeah, it has short range is 80, 320 for the max. So anything between 80 and 320 is a disadvantage, but up to 80 you're fine. And it is within 80 because Glarus has been hitting it with 60-foot spells.
Okay, in which case, that was a 14.
A 14 does not hit, I'm afraid. It just pings off the side. Grounded, you hear this chung sound. You can't really see the origin of it because you're on a giant marble statue, which I can only stress from the token art is wearing barely anything.
My movement to move to the back corner here.
I'm pretty sure it's a marble loincloth the token art has given it. Okay, and Grounded, over to you. You may make an attack before you land.
Hey, would anyone like to see Terrible Ideas Part 2?
Yes.
Yes.
Part 2, really?
I mean,
Part.
he's on a surfboard.
Parts. So I'm going to stand back, maybe, sort of about... Wait, how tall is it exactly?
It's about 10 feet tall.
Okay, so I'm going to stand on the last half of it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to load a walloping bolt into my crossbow, and I'm going to shoot at the head.
Okay, so you're like standing on its shins and loading a walloping bolt and shooting it at its head. It is still within 5 feet of you, I'm afraid. You will be at disadvantage because its feet are part of it. And it is going to be like kicking about and thrashing while you're doing this. Like, it's not just accepting its fate and nose diving into the dirt.
Just being rude.
If Grounded dies this, I will be amazed.
Okay, so is this going to be a disadvantage?
Yes, it will. Oh no. No luck, unfortunately.
Wait. I have inspiration.
Inspiration!
You do. You can re-roll with inspiration. That's what I home rule for this.
Hey, that is a 19 to hit.
That's much better. That does hit. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, roll damage. No sneak attack, I'm afraid, on this one. But yeah, roll damage. Get it straight in the loincloth.
That's 5 damage.
5 damage. Okay, and that was a normal bolt. Okay.
That was
Walloping.
Oh, walloping.
That was a walloping.
Oh, right. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, so he's got to make a strength save. And a con save.
Or not prone.
Or be knocked
You
prone.
there.
It got an 18 anyway, so I don't know what would have happened then, honestly. Because if you're in midair and flying and you get knocked prone, you fall to the ground, but it's already about to do that. And it is going to come crashing down to the ground. Because it comes crashing down normally at the beginning of your turn, I will allow you to continue, to move after this. What were you about to say, sorry, before I do this?
Can I just sort of try and do a sort of a parkour roll so it takes most of the force of the impact? I have no idea if that's how it works.
Roll me acrobatics.
Okay. Disadvantage?
No. Yes, actually, sorry, I forgot. Exhaustion. Yes, the disadvantage.
Hey, fortunately I have +9 here, so what's the worst that could happen?
Oh, you have that as well.
Oh, I missed out on a 19, that's the worst that could happen.
Ah.
Oh, 2 19s. That's 28.
Okay, well, I will allow you to use your reaction to uncanny dodge this. You normally only uncanny dodge a melee weapon attack, so that's why I'm allowing it. So you can have half damage from what I've just rolled, which is 17 points of bludgeoning damage. So halved that is 8.
I'll take that.
And the Tyrant also gets that. And the Tyrant lands there prone, and you sort of land next to it. I am going to say, because that acrobatics score was so good, you do not land prone. You 3-point landing it like the Avengers or something right next to it. But really fucking hurts your ankles and your knees.
Hey.
Okay. So
I've used my-
now that it's land, oh sorry, continue. It's still your turn.
So I used my move action on the attack. I used a reaction on the uncanny dodge. So that leaves me with my move action and my bonus action. Is that right?
You can. Did you use your movement to try and steady aim?
No, because she
Also
rolled the attack with disadvantage.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So no, you've got your movement. Your movement, it's not an action. It's just any time. Although, yeah, we will go to Aao actually, because Aao, you had a triggered readied action, so that will happen right now before anything else.
Yeah. As it lands, I ask it, "Are you ready for another go?"
It looks at you, and you hear a voice in your head, and it says, "This area and this entire realm belongs to the Keepers. Even if you beat me today, you will not end them, and eventually you will die.
For my shove action, I just rolled 2 20s. Nat.
Just nick it.
Woo! Off it goes.
That's a 25.
Skids along the ground and away. You know, I should roll. I should roll the save. No, actually, what's your modifier?
What's my +5?
+5, so 25 versus no. So the reason I was asking because he has a +6 and I rolled a 17 and I thought, ooh, but no, 23 is lower than 25. So yeah, skids off he goes. He'll turn up in another turn, taking another 4d6 bludgeoning damage. Okay, grounded, rest of your go. You got some movement.
Okay. I'm just gonna... I don't have a bonus action, do I?
You can use one if you want. I don't think you've used a bonus action for anything yet.
Okay. I'm just going to run over here and hide them.
Okay, onto the side of the wall. Or onto the side of the tree, sorry, and hiding. Okay, roll me a stealth check, and then we will go over to the Tyrant again. The Tyrant constantly starts their turn in the air. So they're not doing anything. And over to Glarus.
Oh, I've been. I did my slow time wrong. I'm sorry. I didn't read it
13.
enough. I should not have been able
13,
to Eldritch
okay.
Blast as immediately
Oh, okay.
while I was slowed. I would have had to roll another 20 to see if it takes place on my turn or my next,
Oh, fun.
which would have been strange.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter
still
anymore.
using a hasted action. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I assume it's as cheeks are once again within range.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I would already an action to.
No, it's within range. I think that's fine. I think whenever it's falling, it's probably, I will say it's about 60 feet from you when it starts falling. So yeah, it's within range.
Okay. So that is a 16 to hit on the better blast.
That hits. Yeah.
9 on the other, which probably does not.
No, but that first one does. Yeah.
Right, so that is a math. Where are you? 9 to hit.
9
Yeah,
9 damage.
I mean.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, and then
All right.
no, there's no trunk next to it, so I can't run down to stab it.
You'd have to run pretty damn far. I mean, you are hasted, but
Oh, I don't have spider climb anyway. What I'm talking about?
I mean, you could try. By all means, just jump off. It'll be great. You'll totally survive it. Go on. I wouldn't.
You won't instantly take damage that puts you straight to death.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
Okay. With the rest of my actions, I do nothing.
Okay, over then to Eao. This is a little complicated as to when it's going to land. I'm going to say it's going to land on grounded go because that's the turn that it departed the realm.
Honestly, I think I only have like 4 turns left on my potion of Hill Giant Strength.
I'm not sure that's going to matter. The way this is going.
You know what?
Having a good time, is it?
You know what? Yeah, I'm prepared to push again. I'm gonna keep this going as long as I can.
Okay, you prepare the push. All right, Rosad.
I'm gonna try.
Did you expect? Did you expect this at all when you put this on an elevated platform?
I expected it once or twice maybe, but not this consistently with when it's got +6 to strength.
Which, to remind everyone, is actually lower than grounded.
Yeah, I should have given it athletics. I don't know why I didn't, because then it would be +9. But yeah. Still.
Anyway,
yeah.
22.
22, that'll hit Ruz. Roll me some magical damage with that short bow.
Sounds like a 1.
I'm guessing a 1.
1.
Aw, what's your modifier though?
Plus your dex mod.
Oh, so 2.
2 damage. Okay. Very
It's
good.
dead. Well done.
No, unfortunately no. Grounded, it's your go.
Incoming.
It's coming down, and it is coming down here again, and landing heavy. Roll me 4d6, please.
4d6.
Yeah,
12 damage.
12 damage. Okay. I'm afraid you've wasted your ready action because as it hits the ground, it shatters, and that is the end of the Tyrant. There's, a cloud of marble dust everywhere, and Yeah, it just shatters, absolutely shatters. And
Is there anything you're
I'm
covering?
sorry about your cool boss fight that you made for us.
oh, I've got no problem with that at all. I love a creative solution. Now, if you're searching among the wreckage, you will find a couple of things, actually. So the first thing you'll find is a piece of paper that is blank, and it feels intensely magical. The second thing is a jar containing 3 ounces of a sticky, clear liquid.
Can I identify it?
Yeah, roll me an alchemist tools proficiency if you have that. If not, you can go Arcana.
Okay, I'll go Arcana then.
And while you're rolling that, you hear a voice again.
The deed is done and your boon earned. Speak one question and find the answer on the parchment around you.
And that's 7 on my Arcana.
No, you got no idea. So you may ask one question.
I'm not saying this as a player, or as a character. I'm saying this as a player. I want to clarify this. Do we have to do it now?
It would be best to do it in the library, or it may not work, as you are in the person who's just spoken's realm right now, where they have power.
How to remove the null zone over the Sundered City?
Yeah, that's what I was going to go with as well.
Okay, you're asking that. Very good. Okay.
Well, unless the other.
I mean, it's the god of knowledge.
That's a perfectly fine question to ask. You can ask literally anything, and you will get the answer. And it will be on the parchment around you. So if you would like to look at the tattered remains of the books that have been shredded by your glaive, you will find the answer written down.
The solution is leeches.
The solution is leeches! No, the solution or one solution, I will say it's one. You are getting a solution, and that is to enter the null zone, head to the core with a pocket of material around you so that you can still cast spells, and you need to cast Dispel Magic on it, on the core itself. It does include a drawing of the core, and the core is not an absence of anything. It is a large brass cylinder about 10 feet by 10 feet, and it is covered in engravings that are glowing. And stood on it in this drawing, wreathed in anti-magic and all of the energies that are being absorbed, is... Tell you what, roll me Arcana on whether you recognize what this is.
All of us?
Any of us?
Actually, hold on. No, Laros, you would know, I think. I think your teachers would have been very clear to tell you about this particular threat.
So I don't even have to roll for it.
No,
Okay.
I think you'd know this one on sight. It's a lich.
Oh, handy.
Oh, time to go hunting for phylacteries.
So, with the jar of liquid, if anyone else wants to have a look at it, it's an Arcana check. You can also have a look at the paper as well that you've picked up. And
For the paper, I'll do that first.
yeah.
I got a 26.
Okay, with the paper, you know that these are the instructions for a golem. So when you build one, you put instructions written on a bit of magical paper, enchanted paper, into their head, and it will follow those. Unusually, these are blank.
Okay, so actually, just while we're here, so we could pass around some magical items. Also for the clear vial, sorry, I got a 22 on that one.
Okay. You know this to be an item of quite exquisite rarity called Sovereign Glue. You know that Sovereign Glue is extremely sought after, and it is basically glue that will hold 2 things together, and pretty much only a wish spell can break it.
Okay, so I'm going to make a recommendation to how we divide up the magical items. And if anyone has any objections, feel free. But I think the best way we could do it is to give the pearl we have probably to Glarus, the smooth stone that Grounded found to Rosette. Grounded gets the Sovereign Glue because Grounded could do most with that, and I really want this parchment.
Okay.
I have no objections to this, but I do recommend that we use some of that glue on the statue over there.
Does it work that way?
I will say this is an extremely rare magical item. It'll probably work on anything.
But
Yeah, but-
does that sound good to you, Rosette?
Yeah, that sounds fun to me.
Okay, I just want to be sure it's okay with everyone before we agree on that.
Why not?
If I had anything I disagreed with, I would have,
Potion of speed is gone.
But that smooth stone and the pearl still need to be identified.
Gonna put like those beagles around it that make a crossed out thing
But
on my sheet.
I think at least for now, we should probably make our way back to the closet.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, but I just got out of the
Grant
closet.
wants to go back in the closet.
Proud of you both making exactly the same joke. But yeah, you all head back. I'm going to turn the map off because we're now just heading back to the closet where you are currently storing the massive shell of a flail snail, as well as the various bits and pieces of a woman who was petrified and broken. What would you like to do?
First things first, do you reckon we need to use the super expensive, super rare magical glue, or do you reckon we can just tie the pieces together and they'll just sort of reattach as she turns back?
I think the glue may be the safer bet.
I
Yeah.
recommend the glue as well. If it's something that keeps things together.
I can tell you that sovereign glue, you don't tend to need a lot of it. So 1 ounce of the glue can cover a 1 foot square surface.
Okay. Magical impact cement, go.
It is literally an adhesive glue. Like the original description is a viscous milky white substance. It's literally just adhesive glue, but it is extremely rare and extremely strong. This is your first legendary tier item, and possibly your last.
You had.
And if Rose and Glarus will let me, while they're putting back together and make the statue and Ground is making the potion, I would like to at least attempt to identify the 2 unidentified magic items we have.
Sure, I don't think
The
you've
pearl and
attempted
the
to identify either of them, so yeah, you can.
I 100%
Oh,
cannot work with that glue because it will get in my foot forever.
Yeah, no amount of prestidigitation is getting that out. You just have to cut the fur off.
Before we do this,
Yeah,
close the door and
I'm willing to let you try, although
hold on,
I will
hold on.
let you know I can.
Grounded, what was that?
before we start doing any of this, can I just sort of close the closet door and press the trap, just in case something for us to wander in?
Good idea. Okay, so I will no longer be rolling to see if another flail snail comes along. Okay. Or something else. There was the old
Another
black
place there,
pudding.
that would be more money.
So, okay. There's no check needed to apply sovereign glue. It just is. So whoever wants to do that can. I would say for the amount of parts you need to do, you probably only need 1 ounce, 1 foot square, probably, to reattach all the parts. I think that's probably fine. So there'll be 2 ounces left of it. And Eao, for your checks, can I get 2 Arcana checks, please? So that was for the pearl and the stone.
Yeah.
Can I assist?
Yeah. For the stone, I got a 14 and the pearl a 19.
Reroll the stone one because you have assistance from Glarus, who also knows magical items. Because a 14 would not work, but they're granting you an extra roll, basically.
Okay. That would be a 16 then.
16, that's enough. 14 was just shy. So, with the pearl, you have what is known as a pearl of power. And a pearl of power is pretty neat, and it's great if you don't have many spell slots. Because with a pearl of power, you can use an action and regain 1 expended spell slot. If the slot was 4th level or higher, the new slot is 3rd level. So
How would that interact with warlock spell slots?
with warlocks, it's
I
you
get
get a
one-
spell slot that's 1 lower than what it would have been for the
Okay.
for
it's
the
higher than
duration.
3.
Yeah, if it's higher than 3. For now, it's not, so it doesn't really matter.
My warlock spell slots are not going higher than 3. Just so you all know.
Yeah, no, that's true. So that's extremely helpful for the pack magic, and of course that can't be used again until next dawn once you use it. But it's pretty helpful. The other one is now. I will tell you what its name is in this universe, and I'll tell you what its name actually is normally. You have what is known as a Preteritus Stone, and it is the Preteritus Stone of Reserve, and these are small boons granted by the God of Knowledge. They're actually iron stones. So the one of Reserve, because of course iron is the God of Knowledge in the Forgotten Realms. The one of Reserve is let me just go all the way through. You can cast a spell of 1st through 3rd level into the stone by touching it as the spell is cast. and you can store up to 3 levels worth of spells inside of it. And then once it's stored in there, you can cast any spells stored in it while it's orbiting your head. The interesting thing about that is you do not have to be the original caster to cast it. So you could have, for example, Ruzad charge it up and hand it to Eao, and Eao can suddenly cast up to 3 spells from it using Ruzad's spell modifier and DC.
Is that when the spell fires off, it is then used up, or?
When the spell fires off, it is used up, yeah, freeing it up.
Yeah.
But you can then charge it up again.
Interesting question. And I know this is ever so slightly metagaming, but that's because I know what Ion Stones are. Does this come with any spell pre-charged in it?
It does not.
Okay.
Mainly because you found it in the lair of something that consumes magic, basically. So it was using that to steal magic and then just eat it immediately. So it had nothing in it. Other ones that you find out in the world, which, you know, it's always possible. Most of them are found in the library, but there are others outside in the main world. May well have spells in them already. But yeah, they're all very helpful.
Okay.
How are you dishing them out?
Does it change any for your real plans?
I mean, I currently have no problem with keeping the magic items as they are, like to who we just assigned them to.
Works for me as well.
Okay, so that was Pearl to Glarus, right?
Yes.
Yep.
The Ironstone or Preteritus Stone, that was going to Ruzad, was it?
Yep.
You're keeping the paper, and
Yes.
Bree gets a jar with 2 remaining ounces of Sovereign Glue. It's a good mix. You know, you got a lot of magical items in this session alone.
Yup.
And I have a very good plan for these magic items. Specifically the ones I got out of it.
So before we end, are you trying to revive the mage?
Yeah, do I need to roll anything for that? Or?
Yes, roll me an alchemy proficiency tools intelligence check. So I don't think you've got alchemy set at the moment, but you could always take a short... Oh, you were just taking a short rest, so you could swap
The rest.
to alchemy. And of course, naturally, you hear...
Okay, so alchemy tools proficiency, that's my proficiency modifier plus my intelligence modifier, isn't it?
Yes, that'll be it.
Okay. 15. Oh, wait, sorry. 19.
19, that's enough. You bubble it away, the blood of the Gorgon, and you produce a clear, faintly green residue out of the blood by bubbling it away, boiling it, passing it through various apparatus. And you're pretty sure, reasonably confident anyway, you're pretty confident that that's going to work if you apply it to the lips of the statue, the petrified woman. It will undo the petrification.
Are we all confident with everything being glued together?
Yep.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, that then.
Okay, you do that, and very gradually the stone crumbles away into dust, and as it falls off her, it reveals first her feet in sort of velvet slippers, like mage's slippers, then starts going up and revealing, you know, the dress, and then eventually her face and hair and her pointy hat. And she is there with you. And she looks at all of you, and she's a bit shocked, actually. So, what happened to the Gorgon?
The Gorgon is currently asleep, I believe. We have it resting its wounds. Long story.
Oh, you used its blood. Oh, clever. Very nice. Very good. I thought I was done for the moment I saw it, honestly. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, my arm hurts. Oh, I must have landed on it or something. But, and she moves it back, but it does move. It does move. It just seems a bit, like, damaged. Like, she's essentially got a form of tennis elbow now. But otherwise, you know, you've put it back together fine. Can I get a perception check, please? Eao. No. Grounded, you're stood right over her at the moment because you would have been applying it. You give me the perception check, please.
Okay. Is that disadvantage?
Yeah, but I'm not putting a high DC on this one.
We can move everything.
Oh, wait.
Just
Yeah,
checking.
a 13.
13. So you're not gonna. You probably don't want to mention this, but you have put her thumb on backwards. But anyway, she's otherwise fine. She might struggle with somatic spell components for a little bit until she gets used to it, but it should be fine. You know, extra dexterous now. And she thanks you, and she says, "Look, I probably would have died if it wasn't for you. Did you deal with everything here? Is it safe to leave?
For the most part, the Gorgon's still around. Speaking of which, I have somewhat gained its trust. Would you like a pet Gorgon?
No. No, I would not.
I feel bad just kind of leaving. I just feel bad leaving it here, you know?
I don't want to see it ever again. No. I'm gonna go. I feel good about leaving. That'd be best. Yeah.
Yeah, and if you ever need any help or anything, if you're ever in Karaki, I'm not sure where you came from.
Oh, I'm from Papagalosh. So it would be a long journey, but then I do make long journeys all the time.
I mean, if you're ever in Karaki, feel free to stop by the Guild of Icons.
Oh, great. That sounds good. It's always nice to have friends in the city. Yes, excellent. And she turns away and she lifts her fingers and goes, actually, one. You know what? Thank you. You've helped. And she reaches into her dress basically, and she pulls out, and it could not have fitted in her dress. So clearly, some sort of magic extra-dimensional pocket going on here. She pulls out a long scepter. It's about this long, made of a black metal that is smooth all the way through. And she presses a button in it and lets go, and it hangs there in the air. And she says, "That's for you, for saving me. Just press the button again; it'll come with you." And turns, snaps her fingers, vanishes in a flash of white light, and is gone.
I'm not sure, but that sure looks like an immovable rod.
It really does look like an immovable rod.
I just jump up and start hanging from it.
You start doing chin-ups on it in the air.
I really want Grounded to have this, because this increases the amount of bullshit she can do with her climbing.
There's a lot of chaos you can do with that.
If I remember correctly, you can also use its command word to move it.
I can't quite remember, but probably. I know it's a button-based thing normally. I don't think it requires any attunements. You lot can just pass it around as needed.
I just while I'm hanging from it, I just impulsively press the switch, see what happens.
Boo, straight down to the ground. Okay, so the only thing left in this area, if you have no other plans, is to leave.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, at least you don't have to carry
I'm
up
not
the
gonna
statue.
lie, I'm still curious about those 3 doors.
Oh, I'd forgotten about them. You can check them out if you want.
Yeah, just a quick look.
Okay, I still haven't written down what I said previously over them, so I will give you a brand new description again when you enter the room. So let me pop the map on so that people can
When
see.
we're going that way, we are carrying the flavor snail with us.
Yeah, that's fine. You can take that with you that way.
At least to this point.
Yeah. Okay, so in this room there are 3 doors beyond the one to the west which you came in from. To the north is a door that is made of iron, and above it there are 3 carved suns. They're sort of very simple shapes, but sun shapes over the top. To the east there is a wooden door, heavy wooden door, and over it are sort of a wave shape, so up and down, curling shape like that. To the south is a marble door, and it is a swirl above it. So the wave is spiky, kind of like a shark's fin repeating, and the curve is sine wave basically.
I'm going to take a peek through the top one.
Okay. Can I get a dexterity saving throw from everyone in the room? Ruz, would you have been in the room for this?
Yeah, most likely.
All right, dexterity saving throw, please. Grounded, would you have been in the room?
Almost certainly.
Dexterity saving throw, please.
That's a 12.
A 12.
Okay.
My haste
16.
is over.
Okay.
Unfortunately, my haste is over, but 20.
20. Okay. Ruz, what was yours, sorry?
14.
14. Okay. So, Ruz and Grounded are going to take full damage from this fireball, and everyone else is going to take half damage. I would absolutely laugh if this is what kills you. Of all things.
We did have a short rest. I hope some of you used it to heal.
I had actually forgotten to use it to heal.
Okay, so that's 38 points of damage to those who failed the save, and half that for those who passed.
Sorry, that was how much damage?
38.
I believe grounded's only going to take what half
only
of
19.
whatever damage she would have taken.
It is
as
fire
of-
damage, so yeah.
Okay.
9 damage or 10
Well,
damage?
I'm on 1 hit point.
I assume it's too late for me to have rolled a couple of hit dice for the short rest.
Yeah, can't really retroactively do it.
Okay, in
I
that
didn't
case,
realize we were
down
doing a short rest.
19 damage because I only had 15 left.
Uh,
I think. What was your roll? I mean,
I rolled 38
50?
damage in total, so halving that would become 19, and
19.
then half that again if you've then got resistance. But Bree, I think, failed the check.
Yeah.
So
I only rolled.
it's going to be the 19 because of the resistance.
I'd like to think grounded just like my first aid kit is in my backpack.
And
I'm just gonna
Instead,
put the healing potion in her, unless Russell is putting a spell.
yeah, no, I was going to say I'm just going to healing word just to get him
Healing
back
word.
up.
Okay. So you wake up to the sound of horsecock.
And that is 11 health.
11 health. You're back up.
So, something tells me that opening these doors casts spells.
Yeah.
Is there anything
I'm
past that
thinking
door
maybe-
other than the fireball?
You actually didn't open it before it happened. It happens when you touch, or it happened when you touch the doorknob.
Yeah,
Can
maybe
I-
backing out of the room now?
Get out of here.
Can I do a careful investigation of the door?
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Yeah. Roll me investigation.
I mean,
I'm gonna
I suppose
step
I'd be
out of the
looking
room
for magical traps. Can I argue that's for common?
You can do an Arcana roll. I'll allow that. Yeah. Yeah. That adds up, I think.
Okay, cool. That's an unnatural 20.
Okay. You're pretty sure that every time you touch that, you're going to get fireballed.
I don't think these doors are worth it.
Yeah.
Right,
I'm
let's
gonna-
get our flail snail shell and let's go.
Okay. So.
Okay, I would like to attempt to do one thing.
Mhm.
I know that the potion's effect has probably ended by now, but am I able to friendly approach the Gorgon?
The Gorgon. Okay. Roll me an animal handling check, and this is at disadvantage now.
Yeah.
I'm not going with. If this goes bad, it's not going bad.
Animal handling, that's an additional +1, so that's an 18.
18. Okay. It allows you to approach, but only because it remembers you fondly.
Doesn't remember the betrayal.
Okay, I'm going to very, very carefully pet it, try to keep in its good graces. And
Okay.
as the others are leaving through the library, I'm going to let it go. I'm going to open the cage, let it go, and hopefully, I'll take it to the infinite room, the one that goes up and down infinitely,
Okay.
and I'll just let it through. I'm just going to let it go out somewhere through there.
Okay.
Oh, like through the staircase?
Through the infinite staircase.
Okay.
Let it find its way throughout the world.
You lead it round to the infinite stack, and you let it go, and it starts wandering up the steps. And the interesting thing about cows and all that is they can't come back down the stairs, but this one's infinite, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, okay. It's forever wandering the stacks. Who knows? Maybe it'll come out somewhere and find somewhere nice. We can but hope. And the rest.
It's
Yeah.
around the
And-
boardwalk.
And when we do leave, I do recommend we at least take the shell to the guild. Somewhere where we can actually store it.
One last question,
Yeah.
actually. How are you getting it down the 10-foot drop that is on that staircase right next to the stacks?
We're gonna
Wow.
use rope tied up. We're gonna let grounded walk the road while someone else supports it from the up top and then from below.
I like
Well,
that plan.
we've got an immovable rod, so maybe we could, instead of having someone support it, we could just, just keep flicking it on and off.
Yeah, have someone inside.
Easier to
Have someone inside the shell with the rod and just click it on and off very fast, so it very slowly descends down.
Improvised featherfall.
I like that. Okay. Yeah, you get it down to the bottom like that, and you drag it out of the library. As you're coming up the stairs, you see a lot of nervous-looking librarians, and they're at the top of the stairs waiting to see what's going to come up, and they're kind of nervously holding weapons because they're not 100% sure. It could be minotaurs, but they look. They're there's an audible sigh of relief. Oh my god! Thank God. Is it safe? Is it safe? And then they see the massive shell that you're bringing. I'm like, what?
Yes, it's safe. The keepers have been, and their leader have been dealt with. And I say don't worry about payments, but instead we have a favor to ask for this.
What do you need?
Right now, this is one of probably the most insecure locations for Karaki right now. So we would, at least for a temporary amount of time, like to establish a small military presence in here to prevent anyone from attempting to attack through this direction.
Well, I suppose it'll keep the Minotaurs at bay in the worst case. Sure, yes. Just send what you need and we'll get them set up. We'll teach them the rules of the library. Yes, anything.
Also, we're taking this giant shell.
Yes, you mentioned the shell. What? Why? What is it?
Flail snail shell.
I don't.
We're gonna make some snail shields from these?
I have no idea what you mean.
A creature attacked us. We attacked it back. We're taking its shell.
You adventurers are a strange bunch. You really are.
Also, just as a warning, that infinite staircase that's in there, you know the one?
The stack, yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably, at least for like maybe a week, not go up there.
Well, all right then.
Not go up in the upwards direction. Yeah, there's a gorgon on this staircase.
Well, all right. And
just like give it a week so it could wander off somewhere else.
They sort of look at you and just keep nodding and go, "This is as bad as the time that man came in and tried to have his way with the furniture. I swear to God." Well, all right. Well, thank you for your help. And please be quiet as you leave.
Of course.
And that's where we're going to end. Congratulations, you've beat the library. I am very impressed because that was a hell of a lot of fights in there that you survived. And
to be fair, we kind of cheesed the final boss.
I'm extremely proud of that cheesing because statistics-wise, that shouldn't have worked. Like the plus modifier alone, without the potion, that was going to be a very difficult cheesing. So yeah, no, it all worked. You used resources and you used them effectively. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up the raid. And I will come back and
kill the gorgon. So tempted to kill the gorgon. So I could move my hex onto
free.
the.
It is free. I freed it.